Hello people, welcome back to the episode of Relating Me and You and Me through YouTube. And here I am with another video, and I am really excited for this video. And if you don't know why already from the title, it's because festive season is here and I get ready in the festive season. So I thought I'll do this makeup tutorial with you all, but again, as usual, twist in my video. We are going to do a makeup look right here, but apart from that, I am going to give you insights into my life. I know I don't talk much about my life in my videos. There are only a few vlogs here and there through which you get to understand my life, but then that also is not like 100%. It's just 20 or 30% out of my life that I show you here on the vlogs. But I thought I'll give you a little detailed insight of how my life looks like and what I do, so that we can build a community right here. Okay, you feel connected to me, and if you have any questions, you can definitely ask me. But before starting and getting into the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button right there, because we want to build a community. I want to build a community, and I would love if you people interact with me and keep coming back for more and more interesting videos. So kindly subscribe and hit that bell icon so that every time I upload a video, you definitely get a notification. And now, without me much blabbering, let's just directly get into the video. Let's begin. So if you cannot already tell from my face, I have done my skincare, and for that I have used this L'Oreal Revitalift Crystal Micro Essence. This is a beautiful product because it is very lightweight, just like water, and it gives an amazing glow to my skin. So whenever I want to go for a dewy look, I definitely use this, and then I have moisturized my face. List of all the products is going to be in the description box. You can go and check that out if you're interested. And right now I am going to start with my brows, because that is the first thing that frames my face for me. As usual, my usual brow product is this L'Oreal Paris Brow Artist Genius Kit. I love this, and this gives me my beautiful brows in like matter of seconds. So yeah, I'm going to do my brows. And that is how my brow looks. And now I am going to start with priming my face, and for that I am using this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I had bought this on Nykaa Pink Friday sale, and I must tell you that that's an amazing sale. I've taken quite a lot of product, and if you have not made use of it, you seriously missed something. And I am going to apply this primer because I have huge pores, and this definitely helps. This nicely fills in my pores and gives me a blurred out skin. So that's something that I crave for. And now that primer is nice into my face, I'm going to take a little bit of powder and just dab it on my pores. This is going to make sure that all the pores are blurred out even more and my skin doesn't oil as much. And I know what you're thinking, that I told you that I'm giving an insight into my life. Well, I am doing that, but I thought this is an important step that you should know about, because you don't see this step generally. So very lightly I have dusted powder on my T-zone where I sweat and oil the most. So I think you should know about this, right? And when I am done with powdering my face, I am just spritzing a little bit of setting spray. This is going to make sure everything sets on place, like the powder really sets in and doesn't budge the makeup that I'm going to do on top of it. Because a few times when I applied this trick, my base did not look very nice, because maybe I went overboard with the powder. I know that could be the only possible reason, because this trick definitely works. But then I found out that if you are that person who usually go overboard with products, you can definitely apply a setting spray and that does it for you. Right. And now, talking about my life, that I told you that I'll give you a little bit of insight. So basically I'm not here to tell you all about my life, but definitely certain parts of it which I want to talk about. And by the way, I'm spot concealing my acne marks, because the foundation I'm going to apply is going to be very medium-ish coverage. I must say light only, not even medium-ish, light coverage. So I'm spot concealing my acne. And by the way, if you don't know already, I am 30 years old and I'm going to turn 31 very soon, like in few months. And I am a teacher by profession. I've always been a teacher by profession. I teach physics. And what else would you like to know about me? I mean, yeah, I am married. I had love marriage. And there's nothing more interesting about it apart from one thing that I want to talk about really. And my wedding is quite a filmy story, which we should save for some other time, because yeah, there's a lot that happened. But right now I'm not talking about that here. What I want to talk about is something that I read on the internet, which actually related a lot to my life, and I felt I should be talking about it because there are many people out here that needs to listen to this. And I am doing all the contouring and everything. This is how I do my base. This is not by any book. I know this is not the technique that a person follows generally, but yeah, this is what I do. Oh my god, is this supposed to be like this? I've opened this foundation for the first time.
A few moments later.
It has a pump. Oh my god. Yeah, right. What I want to talk about is something, as I told you, I read on the internet and I felt it resonated a lot with me, and I think there are many people out there who needs to listen to this that I'm going to be talking about. So the quote that I read was, it's right open in front of me because I don't want to go wrong with it or say it somehow. The quote says, use the weekend to build the life you want instead of trying to escape the life you have. Now, so what this quote says is that you need to use your weekend to build the life you want. And how does this resonate to me? Well, because till some time back, a couple of years back, I was teaching in school. As I told you that I am a teacher. I used to teach in school, and I love my teaching job. That is not something that I regret doing. I loved what I did, and it's just that I think I was not passionate enough for the job. And why do you say so? I mean, why do I say so? That's because after a point, I reached that stage where I just did not wanted to get up and go to school. I just didn't feel like doing that. It felt like I am dragging myself, and after a certain point, after a few years into my profession, I used to drag myself to work, literally drag, because I never felt like going to school. It just felt like I am going because I have to and I need money. That's the only reason I'm going to school. And that was the point where I decided that I want to skip what I am doing because that's not something I am interested in. Because at any point, if you have to drag yourself to work and if you're not excited enough to go to your work, I think that's your sign to do something else in life. And now you say it's not that easy. For many people, it's difficult. Well, it was not even easy for me, like many other people. Yes, I was privileged enough that I didn't absolutely have to work. I was not the bread earner for the family. I had people who could take care of all of that for me, and I had that freedom to do what I wanted to do, and I still do have that freedom that I can do what I want to do. Now I choose to work on weekdays is because I want to fulfill my own needs. I don't want to put burden on anybody else for my needs. I don't want the other person to feel that they are responsible for what I need. I think if I do that, if somebody feels that way, that you can the other person has the responsibility because they married you or whatever, to each their own. If you think so, go ahead. I am not here to preach anybody, but I am talking about things that I feel. So yeah, I felt that this is not right for me to put the burden of my needs on my husband. If I cannot help him with anything else, at least what I can do, if not my best, is that I do my own thing, right? I earn for myself, I do my thing. And now I'm using this Dear Darling Tint by Etude House. I love this product again. All the products are going to be in the description box. I'm not sure if I mentioned it already. They're going to be in the description box for you with shade names and everything, obviously. So yeah, that is why I earn right now. How do I earn if I don't go to school? Well, that is because I take private tuitions. I provide tuitions to students 9th standard, 10th standard, and that is how I am earning for now. It's more like a freelancing thing because I decide when I want to do and what I want to do. So more like freelancing thing, but I still get the money that I want. And it's also kind of where my investment for YouTube is coming from, because if you don't know and if you are not well aware of this field, well, makeup YouTube channel takes a lot of money. It drains you out if you are not financially good. It's going to really drain you out. So that's where my investment also comes from. That's also one of the reasons why I think I should be working, because then I don't have to ask anybody else for the investment. The best part is that I can put in as much money as I want and stop where I feel like I have to stop, right? This tint is very, very lightweight and I like building it up gently, right? When I left my school job, I definitely am not the person who would sit at home and just chill. I just can't do that. I love chilling, no doubt about that. I love sleeping and I love just staying at house, but I can do this only for a few days. Within a few days I'll get tired of it and I would feel like I will get all the kind of thoughts that everybody has when they are in their not so good times. Somebody who can, stay at home and do their things. Well, I cannot do that. Not at least till this point. And that is when I started my YouTube channel, when I left my school, and I felt like YouTube was something I wanted to do. It is something that I enjoy doing from my childhood. If you are not well aware about me, I have always been into makeup, and I have loved doing makeup. So YouTube channel was something that really attracted me, and at that point I started some 5 years or more ago, and let me tell you, at that point it was not something that everybody was doing like now. Now almost everybody is trying their hands on YouTube because it's nice, steady source of income. If not a steady, but at least a good source of income. And when I started it, I definitely knew that you could earn from YouTube, but again, I couldn't be consistent on it, and I am still not consistent on it. I try my level best to be consistent and put out content, but it's just that I cannot be consistent. And I know it's not a good thing, but that's what it is. And maybe that's the reason my YouTube channel has not grown also enough, because the people who started YouTube back when I started, they have grown so much and they have grown to such good level. They are so successful in their life at this point, but I am not. Well, I don't blame anybody for that, or that's because I am not consistent. That's because I am not doing enough that's needed. I did not change with time, because YouTube obviously needs you to keep up with things. Well, back when I used to watch YouTube, tutorials were a big thing. People used to watch tutorials day and night. I used to watch tutorials day and night, and I loved watching tutorials. And when I started, the tutorials were already like fading away. People were not into tutorials. People are not into tutorials anymore, because I think they are done with it. It's already enough for them, and we have already enough content on YouTube with respect to tutorials, so they don't want to watch tutorials as much. Now also, if you see makeup channels, you won't get as much views, you won't get as much engagement. That's because, as I told you, tutorials are long gone, but I am still stuck to it because I like doing it. That's something that I enjoy watching and I enjoy making. Okay, now I thought of this another thing that also I enjoy watching is talking about things. Now I can do makeup while talking about another things, because you guys don't need tutorials anymore. Until and unless there's a request on my channel where people ask for a tutorial, I don't think it's needed anymore. So yeah, that's one thing. And now I am trying my level best to grow on the YouTube channel that I have, and maybe build out a career at some point, because I really want to. I am teaching, I am doing stuff and everything, and I like doing that. I like teaching students, but I definitely want to switch to YouTube completely. Maybe this is not the right time, because I don't earn from YouTube at this point, but some point in life, some time down the line, I definitely want to just completely switch to YouTube. And if you think my content is getting interesting, and if you are stuck till now, I would definitely suggest you to subscribe again. That's a shameless plug, well needed. Yeah, subscribe, and that's what it is. Definitely looking into YouTube as my career, and I want to build it as my career, but I definitely need your guys' support for that, because if you watch my content, if you like my content, then you can definitely subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Well, that's where I am at in my life. And if you want me to talk about my personal life too, please drop me the comment, and I would like to discuss my marriage here, because it definitely is a story that's worth listening to. It is a very filmy, kind of a dharma production story. So I would like to talk about that, but only if you are interested in listening. So if you are, drop it in the comment section. I will do that. You see, coal just gives so much definition to my eyes so quickly. Coming back to the quote that I was talking about, use the weekend to build the life you want instead of trying to escape the life you have. Now, I have seen, and we all have seen, and many of us are guilty too, of using our weekends to run away from the life we have. We all work because we all have bills to pay. Well, yeah, we do, and we need to work for that. But you don't just have to work for the sake of it, you know. If you are doing something just for the sake of paying your bills, I know it's easier said than done, but I am doing it, and I think if I can do it, everybody around me can do it. And what am I talking about? Well, that is that use your weekend. You know, when we think that weekend is for chilling, weekend is for sleeping, weekend is for going out, yes, weekend is for all of that stuff and many more things that you think you need your weekend for. But at the same time, I think if you use your weekend very wisely, you can learn new skills, what you want to do in life. Like, I want to build YouTube as my career, so I am using my weekends to shoot my videos, to learn new things on YouTube for YouTube. That's such an interesting thing, right? So yeah, learn new things, do new things in life, and I use my weekend for my YouTube. Now if I am going out, because there are times where I cannot completely dedicate my weekend for YouTube, because we all have a life and we all have things to do in our life and we need to do certain things in life. So sometimes you might not be able to do what you want to with your weekends. Like there comes some weekends in my life where there are personal commitments and I have to fulfill those commitments. And but I think what I can do is do my best to make use of my weekends, to learn a new skill, to do something that you need to do for your own choices. Like if I am doing YouTube, I need to shoot videos, I need to churn out content, I need to put out content on YouTube, and I am doing my best. And but as I told you, there are some personal commitments sometimes that I absolutely have to take care of. So I do that definitely, and that is the reason I am not as consistent. But I mean, I don't beat myself up for it that I am not consistent, because I know why I am not consistent, right? And I am not very proud of it. I mean, if I would have been consistent, my channel would have grown long back. It has not grown, and I do feel bad about it. I do come to that time in my life where, in fact, last night was that time where I was feeling so negative, so drained out, and not my best. Everything felt like everything is just going downhill, and I am not growing, my channel is not growing, and I had all kind of negative thoughts that one can have. But then next morning I cried. Yes, I cried out my heart. I spoke with the people I speak with when I am full, and I am back here the next day doing my thing. I am back here on a weekend doing my thing. So if you are that person who wants to do things in life and are not able to, instead of complaining that you are not able to do things in life, start doing it on a weekend. I mean, I enjoy traveling, I enjoy going out, I enjoy having dates and do everything. But then I think YouTube is also something I enjoy. So maybe that's the reason I am able to give my weekends to YouTube, because I love making content. Although it's not as successful as I want it to be, it is still something that I enjoy doing, and that might be one of the reasons that I am doing it for. You know, it's been quite long and I have not even reached 1,000 subscribers. But then I know I do get demotivated sometimes. I do come to a point in my life where I feel like maybe I should give up. But well, there are people who motivate me too, who push me to do my best, who push me to still keep going, because why not? I mean, why not? So if you want to progress in life, it's not just about starting a new career. I know it takes a lot of guts to completely switch. I have done that, and I know what kind of pressure it feels like and what kind of guts it takes to switch to a new career altogether. Like I left school, and then for some time I was not doing that great, and it definitely took some toll on me for some time. And when I started my YouTube, I did not know anything about it. Like I just knew that you make videos. I did not know editing, I did not know how to monetize your videos. Back then we did not have this kind of limitations or standardization that you have to have this much subscribers, you have to have this much watch time to monetize your videos. At that time nothing like that was there. But it still took me a lot of time to learn editing, to understand lights, to understand what kind of content to make. Like now I am talking about this, chit-chatting about this, because this is the kind of content that people are interested in nowadays. As I told you, makeup tutorials are long gone and people are not interested in it anymore. Some might be, but most of us are not. I still enjoy watching makeup tutorials and learning new skills, but now short form of content is something that's taking people's attention, that's drawing people's attention towards it. Short form of content, well, I might not be the best person for that, but again, I am trying my hands on everything that I can and trying to grow as much as I can. Well, I might not be doing my best, but I'm trying to do my best. And as I told you, it's not just about changing a career. It might be learning new skills in your own career. You might have heard this a lot already, but I would still like to say, by the way, I'm using this verified lipstick in the shade Laytella. It's one of my favorites. Amazing lipstick, amazing formula, long lasting, and everything good. So yeah, right. So I was talking about learning new skills. Well, it's not just about switching career, but it can also be about perfecting your skills and growing in what you are doing already. So if you are that person, I would definitely push you, if that's the right word to use. I would definitely like to tell you, advise you that go ahead and get that extra skills you need to grow in life, to perfect your profession, to perfect your skills, to get promotion or anything like that, because new skills always adds on to a lot in life. So if you are that person who's working and who is stuck somewhere in life, sit on a weekend and try to analyze everything, try to understand what is making you stick where you are stuck. So yeah, that's what it is. I know I told that it's going to be an insight about my life, but it went in a different track. Well, that is how my conversations are. I start somewhere and I end somewhere else, but I am quite a talkative person, I must say. And let me just figure my hair out and I'll be right back. So I think this conversation has already been quite long, but what I want to say here is push yourself and use those weekends for the life you want. If you love the work you do, you'd never would want to escape from the life that you are living on a weekend. Because I have been the person for the longest time and I always waited for the weekends. I always waited for the weekends. I always waited for those 2 days, and so that I could get rid of things, normal life that I am doing, like how children do. They have to go to school for 5 days, but they wait for Sundays so desperately. They are just waiting, when is Saturday coming, when is Sunday coming, so that they can go out and play and enjoy, and nobody restricts them that you have to study, you have to do this, you have to go, you have to do certain things, a certain task. Nobody is telling you to do that. So they wait for the Sundays. And if you are doing that, please understand why you are doing it. Are you loving what you're doing it? And if you are not loving it, this is your sign to think about it. This is your sign which tells you that you need to figure out something better in life, something that you are interested in. I am interested in YouTube. You might be interested in some other thing. So understand what you are interested in and go ahead and do that on the weekend and build a life from which you don't want to escape. That life becomes an escape for you. That's your vacation, that's your work, that's literally everything that you would want to do. And yeah, that's all for this video, and this is how this look Rakhi makeup tutorial has turned out, and I absolutely love it. By the way, this jewelry is from local market, this dress is from local market, so everything is like support local. And yeah, that's all for this video. List of all the products, once again I'm mentioning, is going to be in the description box. If you are interested in any of it, go ahead and check the description box. Until then, take care. Ta-da!